a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll drop this one down to Cohen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Drop to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
On the tackle.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That is caught by Cohen. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Now Williams. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh will send on the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will knot things up here late in the 1st half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even 1st half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
On the move to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll get 5 out out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
On second down now. It's Cohen, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shot the D and rip off a pretty big play.
The 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They run it again with Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cohen. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Is indeed good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Look to throw here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Bears 13, Jaguars 10.
Gun now on 3rd down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Bears 13.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11.
defense. You never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. He's going to get this one down to the 45.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Play brings up third down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. To throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And
I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
He lost the football, and the Jags grab it. And some room to run now. And brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Jaguars 24, Bears 13. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A fairly short kick from the 14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Cohen. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 19 yards away. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Komet, the tight end.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the
line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the play. Today's final score, Jaguars 31, Bears 13.
I got me.